To really stir up this dinner, I'm making my Potsticker stir fry. It's just a quick and easy veggie base with juicy pork dumplings to make it craveable. I'm starting with my Potstickers, just frozen pork Potstickers. I keep these on hand at all times. The girls cannot get enough of them. I've got some oil in my skillet here. I'll spread these out so that all of them can make contact with this skillet and start to get crispy. Sometimes when I see my girls inhaling bananas, the grossest food of all time, I am like, whose child is this? You are not related to me. But then when I see them eat Potstickers with as much exuberance, I'm like, oh yeah, we're totally related. And now to get the insides hot and steamy, I'll add a 1/4 cup of water and then quickly cover it up. This is a 2-step process. Step 1, makes them crisp. Step 2, makes them cook throughout. I'm always looking for ways to make Potstickers into a full meal. Sometimes I'll put Potstickers on a salad, but one day I just cooked up some veggies right along in the skillet with them, throw in a sauce, and bam, you've got a stir fry. They smell so good. All right, I'll uncover these. Hello. And allow the steam to evaporate. Oh, look at that good brown color. This is my happy place, a pan of dumplings. I'll get these out of the skillet to make way for the veggies. Okay. Add a little more oil, and then I'll get going on my veggies. I've got some broccoli, bell pepper, and onion here. Within a pile of Potstickers, I'll eat any veggies. Oh, it smells so good. And I'll cook these for just a few minutes. If your pan ever seems dry, you can add a little bit more oil. They're so colorful. Bernie just had a rainbow birthday party. This would have been perfect for it. I'll sprinkle in a few cashews. I'll let them toast. Cashews are such a happy nut. They're always smiling. I'll have the Potstickers back in. This is almost like a pasta dish. If you think of the Potstickers as like ravioli. I'll bring this all together with my sauce. Sriracha, soy, rice vinegar, sesame, water, cornstarch, salt, ginger, garlic, whisk it up. Sauce done. The sauce just adds the most delicious bit of heat, brings everything together. This is my ideal form of balance. Fried Potstickers, a rainbow of veggies. I'm so here for this. I cannot wait. I'm going to get a serving bowl immediately. Oh yeah. Get at me. I'm so excited. I almost don't even want to share this with the girls. I'm gonna spoon this one. Oh yeah. Here we go. I'm putting together a hearty dinner for the family because it's my favorite thing to do. It's how I show my love. For dessert, I'm making frosted 5-spice gingerbread cookies. They're soft and sweet and flecked with the uniquely cozy flavors of Chinese 5-spice. And then they get finished with a thick layer of orange cream cheese frosting. They're sort of like a gingerbread cookie for sugar cookie people, such as myself. I'll start with the dry ingredients for the dough. 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder. A little bit of baking powder is really helpful in the overall softness of the cookie, but what I love about these cookies is that they hold their shape with crisp edges after they're cut out. A teaspoon of kosher salt. And now the star flavor of the show, Chinese 5-spice. It's got cinnamon, cloves, fennel, anise, and Szechuan peppercorn. So you get the licorice notes of the fennel and the anise, and then that little peppery bite from the Szechuan peppercorn. It is such a complex, cozy combination of spices. All the flavors work so gorgeously together. I'm bumping up with a tablespoon of cinnamon because cinnamon truly is a key flavor of gingerbread. Ginger gets the naming rights, but cinnamon lays the foundation for everything. And then of course, some ground ginger. And it's that signature zinginess that makes for a great gingerbread. And I'll just whisk this together. Cookie decorating is a central part of winter. We go all out with the buttercream and the sprinkles. And typically we do sugar cookies because those are the most fun to decorate, but always a little part of me feels bad that we skimp out on the traditional gingerbread. So this actually kind of combines the two. I'm using gingerbread flavors in a sugar cookie shape and topping it with frosting because frosted cookies are the best cookies. It's good to go. In my stand mixer, I'll combine 1 cup of softened unsalted butter, And then 4 ounces of cream cheese is my secret ingredient for making a cutout cookie that once it bakes up, it retains this gorgeous softness. It'll also contribute a little bit of tang, which is so tasty. And then 1 1/4 cups of dark brown sugar. I'll beat this up until it's creamy and combined. This isn't like a fluffy cake where you have to beat in a ton of air in order to get a fluffy crumb. I love a cutout cookie that is super duper dense, so I'm not too concerned with beating in a ton of air at this stage, which is great. Takes less time. I'll crack in an egg and splash in some vanilla, and then turn the mixer down to low and gradually incorporate the dry ingredients. The smell of the Chinese 5 spice is so nostalgic for me. It makes me think of Peking duck and char siu. It's combined when I can no longer see any dry bits of flour. Let me grab some plastic wrap. I'll divide it in half, wrap it in plastic, and then refrigerate it for a few hours. And this is also the type of thing you could make a couple of days in advance and just keep in your fridge until you're ready to bake. It's smelling so good already. My dough is chilled, it's ready to be rolled out. I'm rolling this out to a scant 1/4 inch thick, so just slightly less than 1/4 inch. It'll be just thick enough to stay soft after they've baked. That looks good. I'll cut out my shapes. I'm using a star, and it's a big star because a big cookie is a tasty cookie. You get a lot of those chewy innards, and stars are fun to decorate. Just like that. I love those clean edges. I'll place it onto a baking sheet that's lined with parchment. I'll keep on cutting, and then I'll actually freeze these for an hour before baking at 350 for 8 minutes until they're no longer shiny and just set. And then I'll get going on the frosting. It's just butter, powdered sugar, and salt. Start on low, then increase speed to high once you know the sugar won't fly. Oh, that rhymed. Add some cream cheese, orange zest, vanilla, and beat some more. Then scrape into a piping bag fitted with a 1/4 inch tip for frosting ease. Easy peasy. My cookies are cool. They smell incredible. I'm ready to frost and decorate. So I like a cookie with a frosting as opposed to an icing that hardens. You can't beat a really soft, fluffy frosting. I've got it in a big piping bag with a fairly large tip. I honestly like almost a 1-to-1 ratio of cookie to frosting. So I'm gonna pipe on a thick layer. I'm doing these big cartoon-like lines. Ta-da! I'll finish with a little dusting of cinnamon. That way, that's the first thing that you smell when you go for a bite. Speaking of going for a bite, I'm just gonna steal a taste. They're soft and sweet and so cozy, and the brightness from the cream cheese and the orange and the frosting balances everything out. 5 spice, more like 5 stars.